So I wouldn't waste any time on that. I'll literally just get a cross section in here. So we'll go from, being the fact that we still need to get the scissors in, so if the other one was to come about here, we still need to get the scissors part in. So we'll go for now putting it around about there, so I can get that space to do that. So there we go. We're in. Can't go back now, can we? Yeah? There's no way of going back. So just do that first part. I noticed that it's a little bit more of a tip, so I just go across, make that wider. As you can see, I'm using the same tool that we used when we did the beard shape with the 6-0 blade, fine point. And the main thing that I want to make sure of is just that movement that we get from the actual main outline design. So we're just using this tool, now using it on its point, just to get that shape, and just tapping that in. Now knowing that the circle is going to be about here, so I'm just imagining where that circle might be, so I'm saying, right, that line will have to come to at least about there. And there we have that. Now we've got the same line on the outside. Here, and we're just tapping, and again, the same control that we used on the beard is generally what I'm using for most of this design, where we're using our fingers behind the tool in order to lever in position and use the corner of the tool to create the shape. So we just tap and making sure that we've got the line that needs to be up there. So what I'll do is I'll just come out with the scissors in that aspect. There, you see that it's going to be the same sort of line. So we look for that line, it's a straight line down. There, so we just say there, we want that line to stop about there. So this way we don't carry it over too far, and we keep the kind of symmetry going with that. So, the fact that we want to actually create the rest of that quite clean, seeing where that point is, I'll just bring that in there. And now, what I want to do is make this wider, because that's the shape we're going for. Now, can I use your book again? This is where the priming example comes in when we were talking about the beard earlier. Just having a look at those lines. Look what happens to those lines in terms of when we see it, when we block that line away. Yeah? See how much easier it is to see that. Yeah? So these are the sort of problems that you can have in salons. Now, I've seen salons spend thousands of pounds on lighting and have this same problem. Yeah? So you can imagine if that's the difference that's going on, and someone comes in with a very intricate colour that they want on their hair, you've got lighting like that, there's not very much chance of you getting it right, is it? By the time they go outside in the sunlight, there's going to be a massive difference. Thank you. Just bring it out. There you go. Sorry, Don? If they're not left-handed? I'm left-handed. Yes, go for it. Even more reason to. Oh, doing something wrong. Let me tell you about wrong. I've been doing things wrong all my life. Yeah? And I'm still getting it wrong today. But the good thing about getting things wrong is that generally you only do it once. You know what I mean? So you're going to get better with the mistakes you're making. So I'm never afraid to make mistakes. It's just one of those things I kind of cherish, really. It's always nerve-wracking doing it, but it's good. Yes.
Right now to do Charlotte.
So now we're going into the other part of the scissors, just removing that hair now. I'm a bit bold and confident as we just start to remove that hair. Now, generally, negative design image is probably one of the best ways to go when it comes to doing this sort of work, because really, if there's any mistakes made, just make it slightly bigger.
Can you spit it out?
So just bringing that right round. I want to try and get that to a slightly finer point. There. So now we've got that. We're going to go for a curve from the bottom, just outside of this point.
Run this way.
Got a point there, just put there, and another one just there. And now what we're going to do is do what is done there, and we go from a point just outside of that. I'm not going to try and carry that too far, literally just on the outside. And because of the centre, I'm still going to keep it here. Just follow my way round, and then go now over to this side and bring it back, so we don't actually carry it too far over. Just having a look at where we need to be, a little bit above it, so we're about here. And now it's a little bit easier to see where we're going. And now we can bring this shape back. And just tapping that. So now we're going to work on outside of that shape. And just get it quite close to a point. Bringing that right round. So now we're working on the top. Let's get our line. Tapping that shape in. So again, same techniques we were using for our beard. Those that were here to see the beard before this cut, you'll see that the same handling techniques are being used for this. Here, this is the same technique that we used when we were doing the gentleman's beard, and we did the side line and across, but we was holding the tool upside down so that we could see, using the corner of the tool also to create that shape. Now we need to be able to bring this line back round into this shape. And hopefully we can just stop right at the edge. So right at the edge of this shape, we're just stopping there. And we bring this round to here as well. We do the same thing. Again, you can see what's happening when we block that light. Just seeing the difference that we're able to see. So here, just trying to block that light just to see more of where I actually need to be going. I don't want to really compromise the circle too much. So now I have to stop there. Now in order to get that shape underneath, I'm just going to clean those lines. Not got much time before Eric has to come on. And now just to get that clean, we're going on the outside of those lines. Just to get that shape. Keeping it really clean and sharp. And making sure that we're here just getting this nice and clean. And we've got our main part of the circle, and all we have to do now is get our final point, if I can see it that is, just to the edge of that shape. Now use your book again, please. Thank you so much. Right, that's better. So now all I want to do here is take this slide right to the edge. And this side as well. Set up for this side. Excellent. Just trying to take that right to the edge. And then just finding these points where we can. And now we want to go for the main part of the scissor if we can do that. Thank you. So here, we want to keep that here on either side of that shape. So we're literally cutting into that here, and then we're going for the round shape. Again, just using the corner of that tool to create that round shape. And now here we're coming into just that actual part of the scissor where we just need to get a little flick off from there. So I'm not going to copy that exactly, I'm just going to slightly just change it so it actually flips out from that shape rather than going in and then coming out. I'm going to continue that part out. Completely there. And then we'll bring this line in. Have your book again. Sorry. Because it's difficult to see. There we go. So now I can bring that line back into the circle.